Yes.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are back with another Christmas video. If you haven't already watched my other Christmas videos and decorations videos and all of that, you can find those in my Christmas playlist, so make sure you check those out. I have a lot of goodies and little ideas and shopping and all that in there. But today we are actually going to do one of the ideas that I kind of got and kind of stole from my mom of what she used to do Christmas back at the house. So I have a shoe cabinet by my door when you first walk into my house. So when people come in, of course they can take their shoes off, put them in the cabinet so they're not just kind of like, you know, laid out by the floor. But the shoe cabinet is actually kind of like the perfect rectangle shape. And I'm thinking I can wrap that with wrapping paper and kind of make like a winter wonderland on top. And then put my smaller tree, my little 3-foot tree that we decorated last time too, on top of that. So it almost looks like a really big present. So I'm thinking we're gonna do that. I need to measure a couple of things out to make sure it'll work and it actually like looks good. But I'm gonna show you that whole process. So let's go measure that. Let's go find some wrapping paper that I wanna use and let's put it together. So this is my shoe cabinet. It literally looks like, I guess, a regular cabinet with drawers, but then when you open it up, there's little like slots and you can put your shoes in there. And then there's like a bigger one at the bottom to put like more of the chunkier shoes down there too. But this is right by my door. So when I walk in, I put my shoes in there, or if I have guests or whatever, they can put their shoes there too. So I'm thinking if I wrap this with like wrapping paper all the way around, and then on this kind of like top part here, make that look like the Winter Wonderland with like the cotton balls like I was talking about. And then the tree to go like on top of that. I think that could look really, really cute. So I think I might do that. I found this wrapping paper that I think would look really, really pretty with it. I'm probably gonna do the pink sparkle one like all over. And then with the like snowflake one, what I was thinking is because I have a lot of like boxes from just Amazon and from my Business J Essentials. But if I do kind of like a present tower like this, and then this top box, it actually has a lid so it comes on and off. If I put my shoes, since I can't use the cabinet right now, put my shoes in there, but have it all wrapped in like wrapping paper. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that could look cute. Only thing, this bottom box, this one is a bit big to fit kind of like in this little corner space. So I would take the shoe cabinet and just like scoot it over some, because I do have a little bit of room on that side. So take the shoe cabinet, scoot it over some, push this kind of like back into there, that little space right there. And then wrap this all up all nice and pretty. Maybe put a big bow on top of here too, so it just looks like a stack of presents. I don't know, I feel like it could work. But first, let's measure the shoe cabinet and figure out how I'm gonna get that to work. So to turn my shoe cabinet into a Winter Wonderland Christmas present, I need to make sure I measure it so all my dimensions are correct. So then once I start cutting things out and the cardboard and the wrapping paper and all that, I know that it fits. So I'm gonna measure this to see how wide and long it actually is. Because again, I'm gonna take the cardboard and glue the cotton balls onto the cardboard, and then the tree will go on top of there. Now I probably could get this same look if I just did it with like paper and then just glued the cotton balls to the paper. But since I'm gonna have my 3-foot Christmas tree on here, I wanna make sure it's really, really stable and it's a good base so it doesn't get too rocky when the cotton balls get on there. So let's measure it and see how long, how wide it is, and if I have a box that will fit that. So I have my little handy dandy tape measure here. Let's measure. So as far as the actual width goes, it's a little bit longer than 9, and the width is about just a bit longer than 41 inches. And I think I have the perfect box to use. Let me go get it. So I think I found the perfect box. I think this one is gonna be great, but let's just measure it just to be sure. So if you guys remember the actual, what would that be? Width of the shoe cabinet was about 9. So let's see, that would be this way on the box. Yep. So it's a little less than 9, but that's perfect because I'd rather it be too short than too long because I can always cut it to fit. It's about 41 long, and this box is way bigger than 41. I can already tell. Yep. It doesn't even touch in the back there, which is perfect because again, I can always cut it to be whatever size I need it to be. So this box is gonna work. Let me get my box cutter. I'll cut it open and then I'll show you kind of what that looks like. Just finished cutting down this box, and as you can see, I have all of the sides here, and I'm gonna kind of lay it on the shoe cabinet now to measure it out one more time. I definitely am gonna have to cut it a bit more because there's like, oops, way too much at the end here. So let's see how much. I think I said it was what, 42? I keep forgetting. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect too. If you can see, like, it's not a perfectly like straight line or perfectly cut, totally fine, because again, the cotton balls are going to cover it, and the very edges of the shoe cabinet are going to be covered with that wrapping paper. So it's just more, again, for it to just be like a stable base for my tree to sit on top of. So let's measure, and then I think I need to cut one more time. And let's see if we measure. It doesn't have to go all the way to the end, because the end of the cabinet is actually about here, and the board hangs all the way down. But let's say we go about maybe here. So again, still kind of eyeballing. We really don't need to measure. We'll just kind of, actually, I'll just go ahead and make one full line. Ooh. Okay. So as you can see, that's definitely not, I don't know if you can even see it, the line here. It's definitely not the straightest line, but it will do. So let's cut it off. All right, and perfect. Here we have our little cut line here. And now it measures up nicely to the shoe cabinet. So now that we have everything cut out for our kind of topper or cardboard piece, I need to figure out how I'm gonna cut this wrapping paper, because I want to use this pretty like kind of shimmery paper for the whole thing. But the only problem is the wrapping paper is shorter than the shoe cabinet is. So I'm gonna have to like double it up for it to work and look like cohesive, you know? So what I'm thinking to do is maybe do the top half of the cabinet and then do the bottom, or no, I'm gonna do the bottom first, then the top half, because then the bottom will kind of like lay underneath, I guess, of the top one, and hopefully it'll lay pretty flat. I'm thinking even when it gets to the bottom, so it's not just a rough edge, like kind of tuck it under, like, you know, when you wrap presents, when you get to the end of the present, instead of just having those two end pieces meet, you fold both of them and then they meet, so it just looks a little bit more seamless. I think maybe I can do that. But let me measure out this wrapping paper first, because I have an idea in my head of what it needs to look like and how I can do it, but let me see if that works out. So hold on. So forget everything I just said. I think I have an even better idea. So from the bottom to top, this is where it hits, right? Now, I don't know if you can see this, but my shoe cabinet has like a little bit of a lip here, like it kind of sticks out. So I'm thinking I'm going from bottom to the top. It hits just about at this lip, and then just cut out however many inches, maybe 3 or so inches from the top down to the bottom of this lip part, and then have from the lip part, then tuck it under like I was talking about before. So then maybe it will look like a gift with a top, like a box with a top or a box with a lid, you know? Because I was thinking at first to have that, because it's gonna be, I mean, it's gonna be a little noticeable, have that be as far down as possible. So then it's so far down, people might not notice it. But since it's almost perfectly at this little like lip here, I'm thinking I can just make it look like the top of a box, and that will just work. We're just gonna see. I don't know. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna try something else anyways, but I have a good feeling about this. So I'm gonna take this wrapping paper now. I need to measure all the way around the shoe cabinet, and then I will cut this out. I'll go ahead and tape that on, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna do that kind of like top lip piece. All right, so I just finished up wrapping around the wrapping paper to the bottom and attaching it to the shoe cabinet. As you can see, I decided to do a couple pieces of tape here, just to kind of reinforce it. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just kind of helping it to stay up. And then for this, I actually just cut this out too. So this is what's gonna kind of like go around this piece to make it almost look like, hopefully, the top of a box. On the inside, I just want to show you really quick. All I did was fold it over, so it would make kind of like, again, a little bit more smooth of an edge instead of like a rough edge like this one is. And then I ended up taping it down too, because again, I just don't want it to like come undone or come untaped, I guess, at any point. So now I'm gonna put this piece onto the side here, and I'll show you how it looks. Just coming together really nicely, you guys. So let me show you. The top here, as you can see, is just kind of taped, and then I ended up just folding the corners kind of like if you would a present, just to make it a little bit more, I don't know, look like a present and neater, I guess. But this is how it looks so far. I don't know if you guys can see, and I feel like that kind of looks, I don't know, I like it. I feel like it does look like the top of a present. Like the top part right here, maybe? I don't know. I feel like it does. Only thing though, I feel like I see a little bit of tape right here. So I'm gonna need to hide that under a little bit more. But this is what we're working with now. I'm gonna grab the cardboard, put that on there, and then eventually get to gluing down the snow. Hey guys, I'm back. It is a whole nother day because this has taken me like a lot longer than I thought it would, but it's all good. It's all coming together. So I went ahead and put most of the cotton balls onto the cardboard. Actually, let me back up a little bit. So I already cut out the cardboard. I think we did that together. I cut it out and I did put a little bit of glue around that and then glued that to the actual paper, the wrapping paper, but just on the outsides because of course I didn't want to put glue on my actual shoe cabinet. So I laid the cardboard down and then I pulled apart the cotton balls and glued the cotton balls to the cardboard, and I left a little corner here. So let me show you what I have so far. And this is what it's looking like so far. I did go ahead and finish like this side of the shoe cabinet. And then we're gonna do this little bit together. I did also put these little fake Christmas trees under the tree just to like, you know, kind of stage it a little bit more for it to look more festive and things. And these honestly are just random boxes that I had around my house. Like this was like a jewelry box from something that I got for my birthday. One of these are just like, I don't know, just little random boxes. I think one of these was like, this one maybe, I think was like a toothpaste box that I had. So I just wrapped it, threw it under there too. But let's go ahead and finish this little corner so we can wrap this all up. We only have that little like kind of corner left. So I already had some glue just with me. I found this honestly in one of my cabinets. I'm just gonna use this and I'm gonna go ahead and put just a little bit on the actual cardboard. And it doesn't have to be a whole bunch either because it's really just enough just so the cotton ball doesn't like fall off or slip inside or anything like that. So just a kind of like a squiggly line of it. That's all I put. Then I literally have just regular cotton balls. I'm just gonna pull them apart a little bit to kind of thin them out, about like that, if you can see. And then literally just stick it on there. Now when I stick it, I kind of stick them kind of close to one another, almost on top of each other, just because I don't want any of the brown from the cardboard to show through. And then again, take it, pull it apart a little bit like that, and then stick it on there. Just like that. And I do want to make sure that when I'm sticking it on there, it's kind of overlapping the cardboard a little bit, just because I don't want any of that brown also to like peek through from the front side of it. And the great part about this again is like if there are any gaps or if something's kind of like showing or anything, just pull it apart a little bit more. Even when it's glued on there, you can still kind of pull it and spread it and just place it however you want it. So it's super easy. And this would be a really cute like activity. I don't know if you have like a little kid and you want to like have them help you pull cotton balls apart, or a little date night, have Bae help you with your little arts and crafts, you know? And just like that. And now we're all done. So let me plug the tree in and I'll show you the final look. Like I said, I have those little fake presents under there and a couple little ornaments and things to make it kind of all come together. All right, and this is the final look for my kind of like winter wonderland looking theme. I have my little angel there, and of course these little like fake prop, I guess staged presents, just to make things look like a little bit more fuller and festive, I guess. And then I have another angel on this side, and then my big present at the bottom. And I don't know, I think I love my little snow. Like, I think it's so cute. I think it adds to the overall table. But yeah, this is the final look of the tree and the little winter wonderland. All right, guys, so this is the final look. I absolutely love my tree. I love how it turned out. I love actually the fact that I have 2 trees this year, which is crazy. You guys already know how much I love my big tree, so it's just it's all coming together and I'm so excited. But let me know in the comments if you plan on making your own kind of like winter wonderland or wrapping up any of your furniture to look like a gift, or let me know any of the kind of like crafty DIY things that you usually do for Christmas, because I love getting more inspiration, because you can never have too much Christmas, right? Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. There's something about this girl, man, from around my way. Never try to hold back your feelings, but it just wouldn't change.